I think I have like 25 masks in here, and they're all over the place, and I'm tired of picking them up.
Most of us can relate to Westchester dad of two, Todd Preet, but he's slowly getting used to a world where he doesn't have to worry his son remembered a mask.
Up until last week, they had the masks on. Even playing lacrosse, they play some flag football too.
Yeah, it was just harder to breathe.
Chester County now allows anyone, vaccinated or not, engaging in high-exertion outdoor activities to do so without a mask. That applies to students and staff at all county school districts as well. Todd got his letter from the Westchester Area School District informing parents of the change. The guidance also applies to school sports, PE class, and recess.
They took it off right away. Just about everybody did, so I think they're over it.
Pretty relieved. It was tough wearing the mask.
That guidance pretty easy to interpret, but with ongoing changes at the local, state, and federal level based on whether or not you are vaccinated, the door's open for mass confusion.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mixed emotions, I guess. Yeah, definitely. You're getting a little bit of, some people are, some people aren't. You don't really know what's really going, what's right and what's wrong.
Following the CDC's updated guidance, PA leaders say you can now go without masks indoors and outdoors in most places if you are fully vaccinated. But if you don't have your shot, you still have to mask up.
I'm just on the mindset if you're going out, you know the risk that you're taking.
Anna Shostak and Bridget Fergus are ready to ditch the masks, but haven't gotten their shots yet.
Yeah, I definitely want to see a point where we don't have to wear masks inside anymore.
Chester County Health Director Jean Franklin says vaccine barriers, a word she prefers over hesitancy, is still a hurdle. Still, she tells Fox 29 she believes 70% of Pennsylvanians over 18 will be fully vaccinated as soon as late June. The state says we have to meet that threshold before completely lifting the masking order.
I'm confident.
But she also doesn't expect masks to disappear.
It will take a while. It's going to take a while for comfort regardless of who's saying it's safe. But I think that's okay because, we've been drilling this in. But I also think that Americans are probably going to consider masking a little bit more routine in general. We know we see it in European countries. I think it's going to become something that's a little bit more acceptable.
I've kind of grown attached to it. Do I hate wearing it? I would prefer not to wear it, but I realize that it's for the safety of others as well as myself.
Owner of a record store, Electric Avenue in Westchester, Jason Schaefer-Valerius says he's likely to mask up through at least this year and plans to keep his signs up asking people to.
I'm just so nervous that I'll pick something up and transfer it to them.
He has a loved one who is immune compromised, and as the sole employee, getting sick would mean having to close his business, his income.
I don't know if I would kick somebody out if they didn't have one. This is not a big deal to me. So I don't know why it is for so many people, but I'll do it to keep my customers safe. It's still out there, and we just, you can't just let your guard down too much too soon.
Chester County does expect the guards to go down when the mass lifting of restrictions goes into effect for Pennsylvania on Memorial Day. The health department says there will be an uptick in cases.
Let's all agree to accept that and trust that the public health practice will monitor it and give appropriate guidance should it start to go in a direction that is no longer considered safe.
This is my lucky tie that a friend of mine, a dear friend, made into a mask, so I love it.
Ben Post supports the reopening with risks, but with protection.
It bothers me. I think everybody's bothered by them, right? We'd love to see if we're smiling or if we're frowning or what expression we're making under these things. But I think, again, until we're out of the danger area, we should make sure we keep them on as much as we can tolerate it.
In Chester County, Kelly Rule, Fox 29 News.